Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And in this video, I wanted to share the setups for the carriers with you guys and show you guys where maybe cost cutting can affect the performance of the network. So in this area, AT&T decided to build a small cell right here. You guys can see it. That's the C-RAN. AT&T prior to that had nothing in this area. And Verizon and T-Mobile covered this area with a tower site right here. AT&T could have very well co-located on this tower right in the middle, and it would have been far more effective because this neighborhood goes all the way up into the mountain. And I'm going to leave a clip right now showing you guys how both of the carriers perform at the top, at the very, very top, because AT&T has nothing up there and T-Mobile covers the top far better from that tower versus the AT&T small cell. So I'm going to leave that clip right now. So this is a quick take here on the top of the hill to show you guys the difference between putting a small cell and spending and investing in an actual tower. You guys can see T-Mobile much better at the top of the hill because of the tower. AT&T struggling, both of them at one bar. But you can clearly see T-Mobile still has the better connection, even at the top of the hill. So as you guys saw in that clip, even though they're both at one bar, T-Mobile has the far better and more stable connection because they're on the tower. So T-Mobile made the better investment in this area versus arguably the cost-cutting measure that AT&T took to just put up a small cell, and it does not reach all the way to the top of this mountain. So this neighborhood, very upscale, $1 million homes in this neighborhood, and T-Mobile covers it better at the top because they elected to build a tower. At the bottom, so you guys will see, AT&T is on LTE, and they're on that small cell that you guys saw at the beginning, and they do fine down here. It's nothing crazy, but they have a stable connection down here with pretty good uplink, as you guys can see. So the connection is fine. Everything will work here. There's an Ace Hardware store behind me. Everything will work. Calling should work. FaceTime, everything else. But as soon as you get to the top, as you saw in that clip, it gets iffy. Uplink is low. Downlink could fluctuate depending. And then you have T-Mobile down here. As you can see on that tower, since I'm now closer, T-Mobile almost doing 500 on the downlink and 50 on the uplink. So that's the difference in this round of testing between making a big investment and implementing cost-cutting measures. AT&T never had anything in this area before. This has always been a one bar 5G area ever since I've tested AT&T here. They should have put a tower and then put that small cell that you guys saw further up into the neighborhood to offload. The small cell for this area shouldn't have been the only solution for that entire mountainous area. They have a site, AT&T has a site, but it's much, much, much further away than what you guys saw at the beginning where T-Mobile and Verizon are. So I'll do one more on the C-RAN, so you guys get the picture here. It's fine if you're connected to it, but it has about, I would say about half a mile going up into that mountainous area, it cuts out. And then you connect to like 5G, very, very low signal. So I'm just pointing this out as AT&T is really putting it on the spotlight with the recent ad, bashing T-Mobile. AT&T, if you're watching this, you guys gotta make sizable investments if you're gonna brag and complain and talk about it. You got to make sizable investments. The small cell is good for everyone that's at the bottom and traveling. It's fine. But as soon as you go up into the neighborhoods that are upscale, high scale, where you have fiber, AT&T fiber, there's nothing there, and the signal gets very, very, very weak. So all they had to do is get on that tower, co-locate, and they would have been fine. And they could have put that small cell somewhere else where it's actually for offloading. You should use small cells for offloading. I know in certain situations you use it for better RSRP, some coverage here and there, but for the most part, you should use it for offloading if a tower is handling too much traffic. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.